So I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We don't do those good and bads here. I'm just saying you gotta ask yourself, what are you consuming and how that is affecting your life. And if it is making you unmotivated, you gotta be honest with yourself about this process. You gotta be honest with yourself. If you feel like it is making you unmotivated, then you gotta cut it out, because that is one of the reasons why you are unmotivated.
What's up, y'all? We back at it with another video. I want to first say I hope y'all are having a highly vibrational day, and let's just get straight into the video. So today we are talking about why you, yes, you, the person watching this video, are unmotivated. Actually, to be real, hopefully you aren't unmotivated, but that is a common thing, and it is a slump that we all get ourselves into. Sometimes I'm unmotivated, you're unmotivated. Everybody at certain points in their lives are unmotivated, and I have a list, specifically 3 reasons why you are unmotivated, and also to add on how to get out of that slump and how to stay motivated, stay moving, and accomplish your goals and what you want to do in life. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Number 1, drugs. Drugs are a very big part of your body, your anatomy. What you put into your body is what becomes you. They don't say you are what you eat for no reason. It's a saying for a reason, right? That's because of drugs and food. Actually, now that I think about it, food as well, because eating burgers and pizzas and all this stuff, you could be motivated. You could be the most motivated David Goggins, Jocko Wilkins, motherfucking Cameron Haynes person out there. You could be that person, but you could be eating something that ain't right. So it's really overconsumption. It's really putting things into your diet. And when you talk about diet, you ain't even always talking about food. Sometimes you talking about what you see on the internet. You scrolling through Instagram, you on Snapchat, YouTube even. These things can get into your mind, and you gotta ask yourself, what are you consuming on a daily basis? Because what you consume is what will be you. I was just gonna talk about drugs, but now the ideas, the downloads came through, and I was thinking, it's all encompassing. It's 100%. It's what you consume thoroughly. You watch videos of somebody playing video games, you gonna play video games. If you watch videos of somebody running, racing, I do this too. When I don't feel motivated to run, I watch a video of a vlogger running or something like that, maybe a marathon vlog or something like that, and it gets me in the mood because you are tapping in to that vibration. Whatever you watch, whatever you drink, smoke, whatever, that becomes you. How this touches upon drugs is like weed, for example. I have participated, ain't gonna get into that, but my point is that I know what it does to you. At least I know what it does to me. And you gotta really ask yourself, is it making you unmotivated? Is it making you unmotivated? Perhaps, right? Because that's kind of, it's one of the things that it does, is it does make people unmotivated. You will see that a lot in people surrounding you, and you see that a lot within yourself. So I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We don't do those good and bads here. I'm just saying you gotta ask yourself, what are you consuming and how that is affecting your life. And if it is making you unmotivated, you gotta be honest with yourself about this process. You gotta be honest with yourself. If you feel like it is making you unmotivated, then you gotta cut it out, because that is one of the reasons why you are unmotivated. People and comparing yourself. So once again, we are still talking about kind of your vibrational residency. What vibration are you actually on? And whoever you hang around, that is who you feel like you are. You could be like, no, I'm wild. No, I'm different than my friends and all that stuff. That's cap. Because there's a statistic, and I already know I'm finna say the statistic wrong, but whatever. If I find it, I'm gonna put it on the screen. But it's like, whoever you hang around, that is where your income relies. Your top 5 friends is where your income relies. So whoever you hang around, that is you. Why? Because it's the closest reflection of you possible, and that's why you have it so close to your reality.
If your friends are unmotivated people, then you probably are an unmotivated person as well. You get what I'm saying? So ask yourself, dang, how this person is living, how my friend is living, do I really want to live like that? And if you don't want to live like that, I'm not saying you got to call them up and be like, yo, I don't fuck with you. Like, I don't, and then just hang up. I'm not saying you got to do that. But what I'm saying is that if you hang around them and hang around them and hang around them, and you know what they're not doing is right, you are going to get those attributes from them. Even if you resist those attributes, you're still going to get them because you are so close to them. And then to add on to this, you are also comparing yourself to other people. You see, sometimes we don't work as hard of our passion, purpose, or whatever we want to do in life because we feel like, oh, this person not doing it. This person not doing it, so why do I got to do it? When that's not how you should be thinking. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is your highest self, is your best self. That's the only person you should compare yourself. You got to ask yourself, would my best self do this? Insert activity here. Would my best self do this? And if no, your best self wouldn't do that, then you shouldn't do it. But what we do is we compare ourselves. Would my friend Bobby do this? Oh, well, if my friend Bobby would do it, then I gotta do it. If your friends are unmotivated, or the people surrounding you, they don't even have to be your friend. They can just be people who are make a common occurrence in your life. If they are unmotivated, then eventually you will get unmotivated. So what you do is you have to consciously remind yourself of your goals, of your best self, and strive to that, not the nigga next to you. I love this new camera. I be feeling like a YouTuber with this camera. Like okay. Anyway, number 3. The last one on the list. Trying to build up some suspense. Basically, you don't have any goals, and to add on, you don't have any practical goals. So sometimes we have high goals, especially me. You know, I want to raise the vibrational frequency of the entire planet and you know, we reach it so high, it's like, bro, chill. Let's upload that YouTube video first. Let's do this first. Let's do this. Practical goals. You don't have any practical goals, and that can actually cause unmotivation because your goal is so high up here that you don't have any actual practical steps to go to that goal. You know, you could cure world hunger. You could do that, but you gotta think. In order to cure world hunger, what you gotta do, man, you gotta make money, right? You gotta have a significant amount of income to cure world hunger. So how are you going to make that significant amount of income? Well, you gotta do this, and then you gotta do this. So it's okay to have big goals, but you gotta break them down into practical steps. But sometimes our goals are so huge and so big. We look at it like it's a huge thing, and we're just like, how the hell am I gonna get there? And since we don't know how to get there, we get unmotivated to get there, and we don't make the movement in the first place. So number 3 is that you don't have any practical goals. I want you to ask yourself, what is the highest goal that you can possibly have? Okay, cool. Now, how are you going to get there? Well, I got to do this. Now, how are you going to get there to there? Because you may say something like, oh, I want to cure world hunger. Okay, you want to cure world hunger? Well, it costs, let's just say it costs $1 billion to cure world hunger. How are you going to make $1 billion? Well, I'm going to start this business. Then how are you going to start the business? How much money does it take to start the business? Now how are you going to make the money that it takes to start that business to cure world hunger? Big goals are 100% possible. I'm not saying big goals ain't 100% possible, but in order to accomplish a big goal is to break it down into smaller pieces and then achieve those goals, and then your progression, like literally in a video game, your progression will go higher and higher to that goal. So number 3 is, once again, you don't have any practical goals. If you want to accomplish something, I'm sorry, I'm not saying you can't cure world hunger. I'm not saying you can't raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. I'm saying that you must break this goal down so that on your journey, on your path to complete that goal, you don't get unmotivated and lazy and you just sitting on the couch like watching anime or something. Unless it's some motivational anime, you know what I'm saying? But I really hope y'all resonated with the words I spoke on today. And if you did, I would much appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a ton, helps the channel out a ton. I'm trying to bring as much high vibrational and advice, self-improvement content that I can possibly bring and impact as many lives as possible, giving my value of what I know. Okay, though. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Peace out.